Alright, hello. I am Sinashi, and I am going to be playing Monster Hunter Freedom Unite because it is fun. It takes me back to a time when things were simpler, you know? Just you, a monster, and a million bullfangos just trying to maul you every chance they get. And the good thing here, though, is that this is one of the best opening cutscenes in games because it perfectly encapsulates every aspect of the hunting life. It's like you see him now, but this is back in the past when he had to work to get where he is now. See, you go out, you get some materials like Macalite ore. Take them to that smithy there. See, I mean, look at all these. He has some Rathalos scales. He has some, I think, a Rathian scale in there. The smith takes the materials you give him, forges a set of armor, and okay, well, you don't take your Aptonoth out, but yep, there we go. Those people probably just killed a Rathalos, and see now they brought the materials to the smithy to see which ones are valuable and which ones are not. I also like I like the animation of them running away, especially the Gypsyros armored player, because he's far more accurate to the animation in the game. See, sometimes you don't have to kill monsters though. Sometimes you just have to capture them, because they're not violent. They're just monsters and animals doing what animals do. And then after you get all the materials you need, you finally have a suit of armor. That's the Rathian armor, to be exact, and that is the Rathalos Greatsword. And you just see this big, massive environment with a hidden threat lurking in the shadows. Yeah. Like I said, much simpler times for this game. I don't think I have any previous save data. Nope, okay. New game. Yeah. You can import stuff from older games because of the PSP's memory card system, but I don't have either of those anyway. Can I just use the emulator to just type out my name? No. Okay. This is gonna suck. Is there a caps? Oh, that's right. They didn't have. They didn't have. It wasn't all in. It wasn't all in lowercase though. That. God, that really bothers me. It's like, where is the caps for this? Okay, come on. No, seriously, where's the caps? You cannot tell me that you have no caps. I call malarkey. No, those don't do anything. Triangle? Triangle? Whoops. Okay. I guess they don't have caps lock or caps at all. Okay. Well, that's fine then, I guess. Yeah. Reminds me of Marlin from... Marlin? I don't know if that was his name from Pokemon. That's some interesting clothing choices, though. I actually like this one the most. It's very rustic. Things were much simpler back in these days. Oh lord. That is a face. Should go with the old man. Oh, that one's not too bad. Or I could go with the skeleton look. Ooh. Or the Joker. Billy D. Williams. I think I'm gonna go with that one that I really liked. That one, yes. Now we gotta make ourselves fancy. Oh yeah, there we go. Bowl cut. Take us back to the 80s. Oh, speaking of monsters, what's up? What's up, my little one? You just want pets. What? Oh, now you're trying to bite. Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's a nice simple haircut. Yeah, I think I'll go with that one. Yeah, I'm not gonna play around with Hex. With frigging Hex, or RGB color schemes. I think I'll do type 2. Alright. This is my character. Am I a beginner? Sure. I really hope that's not a major choice. Yes, start the game. What? I stopped petting you because you were trying to bite me. Up on a lonely mountaintop. I walk these lonely roads. The only snows that I will ever walk. Okay. That's a lot of dead Popo. If I'm correct, I think the game throws you right into the thick of it. Like right out of the gate. Yep. Yep, there it is. No, no. Are you crazy? I'm not taking that thing on. I am not that skilled in Freedom Unite. And yeah, just... That's the Tigrex, the flagship monster of Monster Hunter Freedom 2. And he did a number on us. Maybe the beginner thing was not letting us have to take on the Tigrex and escape from it. Anyway. Ah, you're awake. No. You shouldn't get up yet. It's best if you rest for just a while longer. You fell from a cliff, but the snow must have cushioned your fall. You were bruised and suffered a bit of frostbite, so recovery will take a few days. I'm not so much worried about the bruise on your back as much as the bruise to your ego. I'm a beginning hunter. I have no ego. I have a little bit of an ego. You are definitely going to need some extra days of rest. And welcome to Poke Village. It's a nice, quaint little place.
You're begging for more attention, aren't you? Yes, you are. Love attention.
I also like how there's a bird just waiting for you to wake up when you start this game. Anyway, so let's see. First thing to do is remember the controls, because I don't know if back in the PSP days, or back in the old PS1, PS2 days, Japan had a weird thing where they use circle to select, and X to cancel. Whereas in American games, you used X to select and triangle to cancel. And nowadays it's kind of like reversed, because circle was where, in the typical cardinal direction control scheme, circle was east, and then X was south. You know. And I don't know why. I forget why they had circle be select and then X be cancel. I mean, it makes sense in hindsight, but, you know. Anyway, I'm going to change my equipment because I don't want to use a sword and shield. Don't got a lot. But, yes, do want to equip some armor. Not got a lot of defense, but that ice resistance should help us with some of the monsters in the early game. Now, one thing I like about many of the games is that they give you an entire set of weapons, like right at the start of the game. Now, I'm a greatsword main normally, but I think I might go longsword. Unless I suck at it too much, and then I'm not going to, you know, keep doing it. I have no items, so I have no items. So this is going to be a journey. Now, those people have their speech bubbles and we can talk to them, but we could also... No, that's right, that's not gonna happen until later. Let's talk to you. Ah, you're awake. How are you? Still in pain? It seems you are alright. I found you collapsed on a cliff in the mountains. If I would have left you there, you'd be nothing but an ice cube by now. Thank me later. Oh, how rude of me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the hunter attached to this village. Or at least I used to be. A wyvern attacked and injured me, forcing me into retirement. That is why we sent for you. You were to become my replacement, which left me in a jam when you collapsed up in the snowy mountains. I had no idea what I should do. A new village with new things. I'm sure you have plenty of questions to ask. I'm here to answer as many as I can. I know it isn't much, but I'd like to give you a present. The old equipment I used when I was a hunter. Take a look inside your item box when you get home. I wasn't sure what kind of weapon you use, so I put lots of different kinds in your item box. They aren't great, but they should come in handy. If nothing really strikes you as perfect, I recommend starting with the sword. Keep using it until you get used to being a hunter. By the way, I put your clothes in the item box. What you've got on now is fine for the village, but put on your real clothes when venturing out. They're great against the cold, so don't forget them if you go into the mountains. If you use other armor, bring items like a hot drink versus the cold. Yeah, for those of you who just started in World, they had cold drinks to deal with the Elder's Recess lava, but I think in the Guiding Lands they make you use hot drinks, but I'm not sure. In Monster Hunter Rise, no, all bets are off. You don't need to worry about temperature or anything like that.
Meow. So you need new weapons or armor. Don't you know that it is important that hunters have the best armor and weapons? If you have materials, in the crafting shop next door can make something for you. But if not, then you'll have to buy your items brand new. Meow. I'll even sell you armor that they can't craft next door. Next time, I'll get some perfect armor for you. Meow. It's just right now. Our stocks are a little low. Meow. But when you don't have materials, step right up. But buy a lot. I've got to eat. Meow.
And yeah, we can buy, like, you know, weapons and stuff. The Buster Sword would be a good place to start. That's the... Instead of the Bone Blade, that's the blade made of ore and stuff. I'm not going to do that, though. Yeah. So, for right now, all they have is... the... bone and ore versions of the primary weapons, and then the... I want to say the offshoot weapons. They have the... only the bone one. Except for the bowguns, of course. Bowguns just have the, well, let's see what armor they have. Oh, yeah, they have leather. Oh, the leather one could come in handy depending on what skills it has. So, let's see. Here we go. Okay. Gathering is gonna be one that I might need to really focus on. Anyway.
Thank you, thank you. Come back soon, Meow.
Alright, you. Yo, and hello! You're the new hunter, aren't you? I look forward to working with you in the future. This is the equipment shop. It's two shops in one. The weapons shop sells completed items, and the crafting shop makes or improves weapons and armor. When you don't have materials, you should visit the weapons shop and talk to that darn feline. Palico, I think. All you need is money to buy armor or weapons from him. Now, if you got some materials and want to make some new equipment, I'm your man. All you need is materials and money. I can make anything. If you want to improve weapons or armor, I'm also your man. You'll need materials and money for bows or melee weapons. Bowguns only require money. Wait, what? Pretty sure that's not how that works, but okay. Improving armor will require special materials and money. What materials, you ask? I'll tell you about that later. Patience, Grasshopper. Oh, I forgot to mention decorations. When it's time to add skill points to armor or weapons, I'm the man you need to see. To be honest, it's not a stretch to say that hunters wouldn't be able to continue their vocation without my skills. Anyways, if you happen across any new materials, you know where to come. Ho ho! Come back soon! Stop by any time you've got some good materials. And this is the item shop.
Well, hello there. You're the new hunter, right? This general store should have all of the various items you need. We carry everything from daily necessities like herbs to the various specialty items you needed for a hunter's life. Let us know what you need. Unfortunately, ever since the last hunter retired, our normal supply routes have dried up, so we don't have our full complement of stock. That's why we've been looking forward to your arrival for so long. Your success will mean we will be able to return our stock to normal.
So, the mainline story for most of the, what in the world is going on there? But the main story for most of the beginning Monster Hunter games is that each village basically has only one hunter among them, and that hunter is basically the only one capable of doing anything for the village. Especially saving them from their own stupidity. And it's different as things changed throughout the series. The story changed with it because you now have, especially in Rise, every single person in the village was or is a hunter. Which is, in Kimura. But that's not the case in older games. In older games, you had a village where you're the only hunter, and then you had a city, which served as the hub for the online quests, and the online quests, that's when, that was an in-story reason why you were able to hunt with multiple people, is because you had a hub of hunters gathering in the city to take on quests. It's weird. It was a nice little touch, but World just blended the online and the offline together into one story. Because there was no hub.
Oh, Pookie! This little piggy right here was born at my place. Hey, you mind being the little porker's buddy for a bit? Haha! It looks like the walking bacon baby has taken a liking to...
Okay, well, I didn't read your entire thing. Anyway.
Greetings! I just happen to be a traveling purveyor of fine goods. Some insist on saying I'm a peddler. I'm stocking up on everyone's unwanted items. If you got anything you be wanting, speak up. I'll sell it to you cheap. Sometimes I acquire me some goods right cheap, so I sell them right cheap. Care to peruse my fine collection?
Nah.
I beg your pardon. If something happens, give me a shout, eh?
And now this lady is going to be our primary NPC for the beginning leg of our journey.
Well, it looks like you're all fixed up. When I heard that a hunter had fallen in the snowy mountains, I was so shocked. Oh my, I haven't introduced myself. I'm the chief of this village. It's called Poke. Can you believe an old lady like me can be village chief? I'm hoping I can convince you to settle down as a hunter in this village. You know the house you woke up in? You can stay there as long as you'd like. Anyways, I suppose you're not used to a hunter's work yet, so would you mind heading off to the training school first? At the training school, you can take beginner training. That would be a good place to start. See the huge building on the left? That is the gathering hall. If you take the road to the left of that, it will lead you to the training school. Go down that path and press the square button to enter the training school. Please talk with the instructor there. Everyone holds him in high esteem.
So I was right. Okay, this movement is going to be not very helpful. Okay, go to the training school. Beginner train. Welcome. This is Poke Village's Beginner's Training School. Here you can learn hunter basics or throw yourself into the details of weapon usage. Oh no. Do I have to complete all these? Welcome to all those wishing to become hunters. Read this hunter knowledge closely and depart on the lifeblood of a hunter. A quest. Before departing on a quest, you must first initiate it. To initiate a quest, you must pay a contract fee. Fee. That means money. Got it? When clearing a quest, you not only get your contract fee back, but also a reward. But failure means you get absolutely nothing. There are quests that require no contract fee. For instance, my esteemed quests. You need not worry about failure. You can try them as much as you'd like. Make sure to check the gold condition before you initiate a quest. Achieve it, and you clear the quest immediately. Otherwise, it continues on. Beginner training is nothing more than practice quests, so you can't take items back to the village afterwards. Sorry, gotta make a living somehow. For beginner training, you aren't allowed to use your own equipment. I'll let you borrow mine and prepare all of the items you'll need. Use them all. During training, I'll give you advice at various points. I'm sure you'd cry from frustration if I didn't, so pay close attention to my words. The best way to learn the details of hunting is to try it yourself. Let's go, and take the first step in your hunting life. I've got high hopes. Now let's do the basic practice. Basic training. Okay, yeah. First, an easy test. Let's use this raw meat delivery quest to teach you the basics. Absorb this quest into your body and soul. Yes. Alright, let's get started. It is I, your esteemed instructor. It will be my job to work you to the bone and drill some self-esteem and confidence in you. We all know that hunting is serious business, and we both know that you aren't serious yet. Prove me wrong. Perhaps I underestimated you. You look good in the old equipment I let you borrow. But not as good as I did. Ha! Treat that equipment with respect. It is soaked with the blood, sweat, and tears of a true legend. Me. It seems that in this area there are no monsters. That is because this is base camp, and it is meant to be a safe starting point for embarking on a hunt. I highly advise you to use the analog stick to move your character. I don't know what else I'd use. Pressing the L button will return the camera to center, while pressing the directional buttons will let you view your surroundings. Hunters must always be aware of their surroundings. If you look around the beautiful tent I was so gracious to give you, you will notice 3 important things: a blue box, a red box, and a bed. I suggest you head over to those things and take a look. Basically what happens is damn it. All hunters know sleep means growth. As you can see, in front of you is a bed. Indeed, it is a bed, alright. Stand in front of the bed and press the circle button. You'll be overcome with drowsiness, and the bed's stone mattress will instantly transport you into a deep sleep. While it may seem like a crude bed at first glance, you will sleep like a baby on this lovely stone mattress. Wait, what? Stone? Not only will it restore your health, it will also cure conditions such as poisoning. Good night, my child. On a long, protracted quest, you want to save your progress, or maybe you're just poor and need to cry it out a bit. These are the times when you think, I want to sleep on a warm rock bed. I don't like the warm rock bed. Put items in the delivery box. You cannot clear a quest without getting the item that has been requested as part of that quest's goals. Once you get the item, place it in the delivery box over there and clear your first quest. Make me proud. The quest requires that you deliver some raw meat. That means once you get the raw meat, you are going to have to huff it and bring that meat back to base camp. Delivery is easy. Stand in front of the delivery box and press the circle button. Really put your heart into it. I made a funny. If a quest requires you to deliver an item, it will end successfully the minute you deliver the item. What old equipment? Oh, he did lend me some old equipment. Oh, sword and shield. Take in this wonderful view. The blue sky, the blue peaks, the blue supply box. They are all so beautiful. Inside this box, you will find all of the various items supplied to hunters. You should burn this blue visage of beauty into your retinas. I do like his mannerisms. Standing in front of the supply box and pressing the circle button allows you to confirm its contents, but more importantly, you are allowed to take the contents inside and use them freely. Once you have highlighted an item in the supply box, press the X button to make that item yours. I think it will let you be greedy this time and recommend that you take everything out of the supply box. Yeah, sure, I'll be greedy. Ooh, a map. Ooh, 2 mini whetstones. It's not gonna get me that far. Uh-huh. Seems as if you're finished looking in the supply box. You did remove everything from it, I hope. Since I am sure you wouldn't disappoint me by leaving something in there, you should have picked up a map. Just by carrying the map, you can get an overview of the entire region. It is an incredibly useful item, so never forget to take it out of the supply box. Your movements will automatically be reflected on the map by an arrow that marks your location and direction. Keep checking the screen and don't let yourself get lost. And remember, the arrow's color will change when you are fighting alongside other hunters. By pressing the start button to open the menu and then pressing the square button, you can change the size of the map. Use this to gain a detailed understanding of your surroundings. I actually never knew that. Huh, that's interesting. It doesn't really do anything. God, that map is so... It's such a clutter. Anyway, time to go off and initiate the beginning cutscene for the Snowy Mountains. Those Popo over there will be our primary targets. And there's a lot of them. Well now, it seems this area is filled with herbivorous monsters, which honestly are a rather docile group unworthy of being called monsters. But don't let your guard down for a second! You are a hunter! Sorry, I gotta get a couple cough drops. The green gauge at the top of the screen that displays your life is called the health gauge. Each time you are hit with an attack, it will decrease. And when it is empty, that is lights out for you, my friend. Pay attention to your remaining health. It may be a bit worn, but the sword you hold in your hands is the stuff of legends. My legendary hand-me-down, to be precise. Press the triangle button to swing the sword and the square button to put it away. Herbivorous monsters are often known to run away in absolute terror at the slightest whiff of danger. But a few courageous grass chewers can get a bit nippy. Press the L button while facing one of the monsters to strike with all your might. Are you ready? Then start the hunt. Press the L button, huh? Yeah, no, he's incorrect. It's the triangle button. Haha! A regular swashbuckler with that sword. It looks like that monster is ready to die, but its death doesn't mean the hunt is over yet. The quest isn't over until you return home. By pressing the circle button while above a defeated monster, you can carve materials from its carcass. These materials make up a hunter's provisions. Respect nature's gifts and carve all you can. Depending on the type of monster, you can sometimes carve multiple materials from the carcass. For instance, I hear that you can carve that herbivorous monster twice. And then I just press circle to carve. You did a good job carving up that monster. I suppose you have earned another important lesson from me. I'll teach it to you right here. Allow me to explain to you the secrets of sharpness. Every time you attack a monster with a weapon, its sharpness decreases and the weapon becomes dull. If the weapon becomes too dull, its power decreases and it will bounce right off during an attack. That's not good. In the upper left corner of the screen, a sword-shaped icon is displayed. Okay, it's not displayed right now, but it will be. If the weapon icon is pitted, or if it is flashing red, your weapon has lost its sharpness, so pay attention to the icon. That isn't there now. Hope is not lost, my fearful student. Hope is called a whetstone, or occasionally a mini whetstone. Use one of these and mysteriously enough, your weapon is as good as new. Sharp enough to slice metal and still dice a tomato. Did you gather the contents of that supply box? If you did, you should have a mini whetstone in your possession. Why don't you give it a try? Hold down the L button to open the item window on the bottom right of the screen. Then select the mini whetstone and press the square button to use it. Sure, it is a bit hard to get used to, but once you get the hang of things, you will be pulling out and using items on the move. You may even become a master of unpacking. So, when I first played this game, I played it after playing Monster Hunter 3, and I did not know that that Capcom has referenced that Master of Unlocking line in this game. This is one of the last places I would expect it to be, but there it is. So we can carve twice. Now, we got both of the things that we need for the quest, but I want to get a little bit... Okay. This emulator is gonna need to... I'm gonna need to talk with this emulator about controls. So, they also don't tell you that you can attack with the circle button. I think that's about it with Sword and Shield. Yeah. Okay, crouch down with X. Press circle. And the reason you crouch down with X is because it lets you carve faster. I don't think he gave us a barbecue spit. No, he did not. Hey. Oh well. It appears that you got your hands on some raw meat, huh? This quest requires you to deliver 2 pieces of raw meat. If you've already got the items you need to deliver, then head for the red delivery box. I hope that you've taken everything that I've taught you at this time to heart, and mind, and soul, and any other place you can take it to. If not, you can get a reminder of the quest details in the menu by pressing the Start button. If you press the Start button and open the menu, you will see an option titled Advice. Here you will find priceless words of wisdom from your esteemed instructor. Oh yes, one more thing. I need to teach you something else about the menu. I must tell you about the handiest thing in the menu. It is about what you are going to do right now. Deliver an item. Take a look at the Items section of the menu. When you are in an area with a Deliver box, the excellent Deliver command will be added to the item menu. I never knew that. What? Using this command, you can select how many items to deliver among items that can be placed in the delivery box. For instance, deliver half and keep half handy. It's all up to you. You have the power! It's easy to forget this command, but don't forget I never knew it existed in all my years. If you feel you aren't quite up on par with things, you can try a quest again to make sure that you get enough practice. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna try this. Whoops. Okay, well, where's the delivery? Maybe it's in quest info? Oh, there we go. Deliver. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to deliver too. Speedy delivery. Very well done. If you wait for a bit, you will automatically enter the reward screen. Here, as a reward for your efforts during the quest, you can receive money and items. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really be careful about these controls because it seems like it doesn't completely respond all the way. Yay, quest cleared. Take the reward. Oh wait, no. Yeah, actually I will want those. Okay, and then I want to send the honey to the item box. Get some money. Yeah, I'm not doing any guild quests, so I don't get any money. Or I don't get any guild points. Okay. No, let's see. Sword mastery, dual blade. I'll give myself a longsword refresher. I'm gonna skip this. Okay. Mostly hunter armor. Oh look, he even provided me with hot drinks. I like that. Anyway, so I'm gonna chow down on some rations to increase my stamina gauge. I'm gonna save the hot drink for later though. I'm gonna need it. Oh. Okay, so if I remember correctly. Okay. So with longsword, as you attack, you fill up the spirit gauge. Was it? That was a Giaprey, right? No, that's a Velociprey. Yeah, that's a Velociprey. They really... Either this weapon is much stronger than I would have normally at this point in... Oh, it's a that's a Giaprey? That looks like a really muted Velociprey. Huh, oh well. No, it shouldn't be, because it doesn't even have green sharpness, it just has regular sharpness. Oh yeah, now I need the hot drink. If you don't take a hot drink in the cold areas, you suffer stamina depletion much more quickly than if you were smart. I could probably just go into Area 2 and kill a couple Giaprey, but that's not what I'm about. Well, now here's one problem in older Monster Hunters. I can't carve that Giaprey. Watch. Yep, see? Loading zone. It happens to the best of us. There's just some jankiness in older Monster Hunters that is not as prevalent in the newer games, especially loading zones and not being able to carve a monster because it's out of bounds. Okay, maybe I'll go into Area 2 and see if there's a Giaprey. Should probably... Oh yes, this is where I can start looking for some supplies. Where are they? There they are. Yes. These little wrecked camps are very useful because they can provide you with paintballs and other things you need to Yeah, to cough up a lung to assist in your hunts. Yeah, okay, so there's no Giapre. Which means now we have to begin the very long journey back up. Oh, and there's no auto climb. So it takes a while to get anywhere in older Monster Hunter games. There are sometimes hidden shortcuts that you can take, but not this time. And no aerial attacks. Why were you not there? And there's a Vespoid trying to kill me. Very infamous monsters, Vespoids are. Very infamous for... just... When you're fighting a monster, a Vespoid will often come up to you and just sting you. And then that's it. That's instant paralysis. And then you get mauled to death because some little bug decided to sting you. Okay. Is the minute up yet? Okay. Seems like it was taking a little bit of a long time. Let's see. So, yes, I'll take that. I will not take the honey. The honey is going into the item box. I would like to save. You know what? Charge it fully and see your attack. Try to charge the gauges quickly. Yeah, well, you weren't giving me a weapon. Yeah, I'll finish training. I think that means I'm finally good to go on... Yeah.
So you went to the training school, huh? Yes. If you're not sure what to do or quests are getting too hard, head over there as often as you'd like. Oh yes. I suppose that it's time I give you details about your job. As one of our hunters, you will settle down here in Poke Village. I think it is time you had some real-life training under your belt, so try one of the easy quests that take place nearby. Once you're ready, you can also try the quests from other areas, but first you should warm up a bit. That reminds me, if you head to the guild counter, you can sign up for various quests. There's a branch inside the gathering hall. If you want to take on a quest with multiple hunters, that is the place to do it. You can ask them in person for more details. Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to give you some money for your contracts. It's not much, but it's enough to get started. On the right, you will find a general store that sells many great items. Next to that is a shop selling armor and weapons. Go there for equipment needs. Well then. Good luck out there. Don't overdo it, okay? I'm looking forward to watching your progress.
Wow, we are really rolling in the cash now, but... I will start the quests. Let's see. Hold on. Let's take the next one.
I think you're warmed up by now, so let's take it easy. What level of quest shall you go for?
The only one available.
I suppose you can handle something like that, can't you?
Okay, now I'm gonna cut the video and then, you know, restart it. Maybe.